Hello, BookTube. I have to begin the video with the usual pro forma apologies, not only for the crappy lighting due to Boston's apparently perpetual cloud cover, but also to the sound of backhoes and jackhammers from directly outside my door, from the apparently also perpetual construction work. I'm sorry that I appear to live now in the hard hat construction area of the Greek mythology underworld, but I have a mail haul. I figured that would take both our minds off it. So we'll start with this. It's not very big, so this shouldn't be a 30-minute video. Let's see what this first one is. From Yale. Oh, it's history. Oh, good. All right, so this... excuse me. This comes out in late July, and this is called One Hot Summer by Rosemary Ashton. The subtitle is Dickens, Darwin, Disraeli, and the Great Stink of 1858. That would be the Great Stink of 2017 if this author lived with a basset hound. While 1858 may have been noteworthy for its broiling summer months and the related stench of London's sewage-filled Thames River, the year is otherwise little remembered, and yet 1858 was marked by significant, if unrecognized, turning points, as this captivating micro-history reveals. And what were those turning points? Crucial moments in the lives of the three protagonists, Charles Dickens, Charles Darwin, and Benjamin Disraeli. She also introduces others who gained renown in the headlines of the day, including George Eliot, who had just begun work on her masterpiece, Adam Bede. William Thackeray, who was drawn into an increasingly heated public feud with Dickens, and Edward Bulwer Lytton, yay, who incited controversy after committing his estranged wife to a mental institution. Okay, all right. So in late July, I get to enter into a historical world in which Adam Bede is George Eliot's masterpiece. I can't wait. I wonder what else is true in that world. Maybe there are dragons. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to this next one. Oh my. Yes, because we remembered Charles Dickens as well for his masterpiece, Pictures from Italy. Okay, all right, settle down, you. All right, the next one is a reprint. This must come out any time now, although it's a reprint, I guess the date doesn't really matter. This is, I can't believe it's been 10 years, but this is the 10-year anniversary of Then We Came to the End by Joshua Ferris. There is our author. His workplace novel, which is why the cover is covered with Post-it notes. Wow, I can't believe it's been 10 years. That's amazing. I was deeply unimpressed with Then We Came to the End. Deeply, deeply unimpressed. And didn't think much of the author's prospects for the future, and instead he's turned out to be brilliant. Every novel except this one that he's written I've considered to be brilliant. And he has a new collection of short stories that's just wonderful. So that leads me to believe that I might have been wrong about this book. I mean, what are the odds that the one book I didn't like, I was right and it was bad, from an author who's never done anything else that I didn't like? It could be that when I first read this, I just wasn't in the mood for a workplace novel, since at the time, 10 years ago, I was working in retail, which those of you who work in retail or ever have will know that sometimes it has its less than charming sides. It might have been that I read the book right then, at the worst possible time for anyone to read it. So I am definitely going to read it again. It would be very nice to have a copy. And then we move on. Let's go on to this one here. All right. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. All right. This comes out in October. This comes out in October. It is called Upside Down Dogs. And you'll never guess what it's full of pictures of. It's full of pictures of upside down dogs. Oh my. Okay, I have a feeling that St. Martin's is going to have a hit on their hands for the Christmas season. we'll see. Okay. Pretty sure that any mail haul is going to be downhill all the way from upside down dogs. But we'll give it a try. We have two more here, and we'll see what they have to offer. Let's see. All right, so this next one is big. Oh, very nice. Okay, very nice. This comes out in June. This is the latest from Mark Bowden. It is Hue 1968. This is a gigantic history of gigantic battle of the Vietnam War. Let's see here. This is his most ambitious work yet. The story of the centerpiece of the Tet Offensive and the turning point of the American war in Vietnam. On January 31st, 1968, the first day of the Lunar New Year, called Tet, 10,000 North Vietnamese Army and Viet Cong troops descended from hidden camps on the city of Hue, Vietnam's historic capital. It was several years into what Americans called the Vietnam War and their opponents called the Resistance War against America. Jointly operating as the National Liberation Front, the troops would occupy almost the entire city within hours, drawing on dozens of original interviews and with both Vietnamese and American participants, as well as previously untapped Vietnamese sources. Mark Bowden brings to life the months of clandestine planning behind Hanoi's Tet Offensive, an effort intended to be both a military action and a popular uprising. Oh my. All right. Wonderful. Wow. Okay. And then our last one. This is our last one for today. Let's see what this is. Feels like a finished copy. What have we got here? Oh, it is a finished copy. Fantastic. It's a finished copy of the new novel from Scott Turow. This is Testimony. Which is he's been going on for now. I think I remember reading that this is a landmark year. This is the 30th anniversary of Presumed Innocent, and the 40th anniversary of his slim nonfiction novel, or nonfiction book 1L about law students. 40 years since 1L appeared. 30 years since Presumed Innocent. That's just incredible. That and then we came to the end. All these literary anniversaries are slipping right by me. Wow. Okay, so he's the author of 10 best-selling works of fiction, 2 works of nonfiction, and has won several literary awards. And this one is Testimony, is page-turning and incredibly relevant thriller, and it follows a Kendall County prosecutor's move abroad to investigate a refugee camp's mystifying disappearance during the Bosnian War. Wow, okay. Bill Ten Boom has walked out on everything he thought was important to him, his career, his wife, Kendall County, even his country. Still, when he is tapped to examine the disappearance of an entire gypsy refugee camp, unsolved for 10 years, he feels drawn to what will become the most elusive case of his career. In order to uncover what happened during the apocalyptic chaos of the Bosnian War, Boom must navigate a host of suspects ranging from Serb paramilitaries to organized crime gangs to the U.S. government, while also maneuvering among the alliances and treacheries of those connected with the case. Okay, so this is due in a week. This will probably be in bookstores now, I would imagine. I don't know that it's a strict on sale. Or no, this is out already. No, it's due in about a week, and the author's doing a lot of press for it. And it sounds like kind of a gesture for a different kind of Scott Turow. It sounds like someone is trying out a new voice and new gravitas for what has to be viewed as the end of his career. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, so this is the finished copy. This comes out soon. I think I will read this right away. And that is it. Okay, so we have Testimony by Scott Turow. We have Hue 1968 by Mark Bowden. We have Upside Down Dogs. Then we came to the end in its 10th year anniversary. Good Lord. And One Hot Summer. a novel set in an alternate universe in which Adam Bede is George Eliot's masterpiece. So can't wait. And I'll see you soon, BookTube. Thank you.